molecular basis of inheritance. In the previous video, we have seen about the packaging of DNA helix and the transforming principle of Griffith, right? If you want to check out the previous videos of this chapter, then you can check the description box for that. Today we are going to see the next experiment which was carried out to understand that DNA was acting or DNA is said to be a genetic material. And today we are going to see the next experiment which is said to be Hershey's and Chase experiment, right? Hershey's and Chase experiment, this experiment was carried out by Hershey's and Chase, it is known as Hershey's and Chase experiment. Also it is known as blending experiment, right? And it was carried out in 1952 to understand that DNA is the genetic material, right? So it is also known as blending experiment because the blending or the mixing is taking place. But what type of mixing is going to take place, we will go in detail, and that time we will understand. Hershey's and Chase worked on bacteriophages, right? They worked on bacteriophages. You might very well know about the bacteriophages as you have already studied about bacteriophages in 11th science, right? They are said to be the viruses that only infect bacteria, right? So Hershey's and Chase, to understand that DNA is the genetic material, they took or they worked on some bacteriophages. They worked to discover whether it was a protein or DNA that entered the bacterium, right? So to understand that what was exactly the reason of the carrying out the blending experiment, it was that to understand whether the protein was responsible or the DNA was responsible for entering into the bacterium, right? So whatever is going to enter into the bacteria, it is going to create any of the changes, right? So Hershey's and Chase, they worked on the particular bacteriophages to understand whether protein or DNA was responsible for it, right? When a bacteriophage infects a bacterium, the viral genetic material gets attached with the bacterial genetic material, right? So here what happens? The bacteriophages, when infecting a bacteria, what happens? The viral genetic material gets attached with the bacterial genetic material. What happens? The genetic material of the bacteriophage enters inside the bacterium, and that particular bacterium is already containing its own genetic material. So the two different genetic materials are combining with each other, right? So one is of the bacterium and the second one will be of the virus itself, right? So bacteria treats viral genetic particles as its own and synthesize more viral particles. Now the bacteria, what happens? The viral genetic material gets attached with the bacterium genetic material. For this reason, the bacteria, what they do is they cannot sense or they cannot understand that this particular genetic material is not of its own, right? Or it is of the virus, right? So what happens? It takes that particular genetic material as its own, and what happens? It replicates, right? It starts doubling it, and hence the number of DNA increases of the virus. What happens? The number of viral particles also increases. Then they labeled some phages with radioactive sulfur and the other with radioactive phosphorus. Now what happened here? Hershey's and Chase, what they did is they radioactive labeled few phages with radioactive sulfur and the other phages with radioactive phosphorus. So they took two types of radioactive material. The first one was radioactive sulfur and the second one was the radioactive phosphorus, right? E. coli was then blended, which is said to be mixed, and centrifuged to remove viral particles, right? So for the removal of the viral particles, what they did is they took E. coli bacteria and they also added bacteriophages, and what happened? They blended them, right? Blend means to mix them. They mixed them and also they centrifuged them, right? Centrifugation is what? The procedure for the separation methods, right? So what happens here? When they centrifuged it, two parts were separated. The upper portion or the liquid portion at the top is said to be the supernatant, and at the corner or at the bottom, whatever is settled down, that is said to be pallid, right? So of the viral particles, right? Then it was observed that bacteria with radioactive DNA were radioactive, while those with radioactive protein lost their radioactivity. Now here I told you that it was a confusion between a protein or DNA, that if the protein is responsible or DNA is responsible for the entry in the bacteria. So here what it was observed upon carrying out this whole experiment, that that DNA, right, the particular bacterium with radioactive DNA, means the bacterium or the bacteriophage, whatever bacteriophage, it was containing what? A radioactive DNA, right? So that radioactive DNA showed the radioactivity in the bacteria, right? And while the other one, which was the outer body of the particular bacteriophage, was whatever was radioactive labeled, it does not show radioactivity, right? So here, to understand this, that how the reactions took place, we need to understand these two criteria or the two flowcharts of this particular figure. Now we are going to see this particular figure in detail to understand the Hershey's and Chase experiment, right? So here first is, so you can see this is the structure of bacteriophage, and I have drawn the outermost region or the outer covering of this bacteriophage with a pink color, and as it is radioactive labeled with sulfur, as the outermost portion is radioactive labeled, so that means the protein content of the bacteriophage is radioactive labeled with sulfur 35, right? And here when you can see, the outer body is of different color, but the inner DNA, or we can say the viral genetic material, is being radioactive labeled with phosphorus, that is 332, right? So first, in this particular question, the outer covering or the protein part is being radioactive labeled with sulfur with S35, and here in the second one, what happens, the viral genetic material is radioactive labeled with phosphorus 32, right? Now see, in this particular experiment, three things they did, right? The first procedure, that is this, that was infection. That is what kind of infection, how the infection takes place, that how the particular bacteriophage infect the particular bacteria, right? The second is said to be blending, that is the mixing which is taking place of the bacterium as well as the bacteriophage. So this second one is said to be blending, and the third is when the mixing takes place, right, the centrifugation is taking place. So the third step of this particular experiment is centrifugation, right? So how the infection takes place? So first, this viral particles get settled, or they attach to the bacterial surface. This green colored round shaped bacteria are there, elongated shape, right? And this what happens, this bacteriophage, they attach to the surface of the bacteria, and they penetrate their viral genetic material into the bacteria, right? So the first step is the infection which is carried out by the bacteriophage on the bacteria. Same way here also this is taking place as in the same way. So the first is what? The infection, and in which the attachment of the bacteriophage occurs on the surface of the bacteria. Here we have taken the example of E. coli bacteria. So this is E. coli bacteria, right? And on this E. coli bacteria, this particular bacteriophage are infecting. See, you can see now their genetic material is entering inside the bacteria, right? So now this was about the infection. Now once the infection, the viral genetic material enters the bacterium, what happens? The particular protein part gets detached, right? Or we can say they remove themselves, or they detaches themselves from the surface of the bacteria, right? So now this is what already the bacteria is having its own DNA, right? Or the genetic material. Now also the viral genetic material is also being added. So here the blending is going to take place, that is the mixing of both the DNA takes place, right? So both the genetic material combine with each other. And the third is when the centrifugal here no radioactivity in cells was observed. So in the particular bacterium, right, this bacterium does not contain what? Radioactivity. Why? Because the outer protein coat was containing radioactivity, right? So the particular coat was detached and it does not enter inside the bacteria, and for this reason the cells does not show any kind of radioactivity, but the supernatant contain radioactivity. So this all the protein particles or the protein radioactive particles, they all were present in the supernatant part, and the cells which were settled down due to their higher molecular weight, what happened? They does not show any of the radioactivity, right? And in here, in the second one, what happened? We are radioactive labeling what? The particular viral genetic material. So when the viral genetic material was radioactive labeled with phosphorus 32, this upon getting infected by the bacteriophage, what happened? The viral genetic material entered inside the bacteria. Now after the infection, right, what happened? The protein coats, they were released or they were detached from the surface of the bacteria, and what happened next? The bacterial genetic material and the viral genetic material, they both combined with each other, right? So when they combine, what happened? When upon getting centrifugation, again we got two parts, supernatant and the pallid, right? The radioactivity in cells was observed as the DNA was radioactive labeled, and what happened? The DNA was only responsible for entering inside the bacterium and for infecting the bacteria, right? So in the cells which were settled down, what happened? The radioactivity was seen, and no radioactivity was found in the supernatant where the protein coat was present, right? So here through these two examples, here one protein was what? Radioactive labeled, and in this one the DNA, or we can say the viral genetic material, was radioactive labeled. So what difference we got is, what we concluded from this, that upon the protein, right, when we are radioactivating the protein, we are not getting any of the radioactivity in these cells. That means it is not entering inside the cell, right? But when we are talking about the DNA, right, or we can say the genetic material, what happened? The radioactivity was seen as it was entering inside the bacterium and it created infection, right? So through this we can understand that DNA is said to be the genetic material. So Hershey's and Chase, they both they carried out this blending experiment to understand or conclude that DNA is the genetic material, and it was responsible for carrying out this particular whole procedure, right? I hope you are clear